Have you ever looked back at your darkest days and wondered, was I truly alone, or was someone silently carrying me? There once lived a humble devotee whose heart overflowed with love for God. Each day, he offered his prayers with quiet reverence, his soul steeped in devotion. Yet, despite his unwavering faith, a longing stirred within him, a yearning not for divine visions, but for a whisper of presence. One morning, he spoke softly to God. I worship you with all my heart, but I've never truly felt you near. I don't ask to see you, Joss. Give me a sign, something to assure me that you walk beside me. God, in his infinite compassion, replied, very well. Each morning, when you walk along the shore, you will see 4 footprints, and the sun too will be yours, and 2 will be mine. That is how you will know I am with you. The next day, as the sun rose and painted the sky in hues of gold, the man walked along the beach. The waves whispered secrets to the wind, and there in the soft sand were 4 footprints, his and God's. His heart bloomed with joy. Day after day, he walked the same path, and each time the footprints remained. A quiet comfort settled in his soul, but life, as it often does, turned. A sudden loss in business swept away everything he had. His home, his livelihood, even the people he once called his own gone. Alone and broken, he wandered the same shore, hoping for solace. That morning, he saw only 2 footprints. A sharp ache pierced his heart. Even God has left me, he thought, tears mingling with the sea breeze. Time passed. Slowly, like spring after a long winter, life began to mend. Friends returned. Hope flickered, and one day, as he walked again, he saw 4 footprints once more. Unable to contain his sorrow and confusion, he cried out, God, when I was at my lowest, everyone abandoned me. I understood that. But you too. Why did you leave me when I needed you most? God's voice came, tender and steady, like the tide. My child, how could you ever think I would leave you? Those 2 footprints you saw during your darkest days, they were not yours. They were mine. In that time, carried you in my arms. And now that your burden has lightened, I've set you down again. That is why you see 4 footprints. Reflections to carry with you. Presence in silence. Do we only recognize the divine when life is kind, or is grace most profound when it's invisible, yet sustaining? Faith under fire. Is faith truly faith if it falters in hardship? Or is it forged in those very flames? Karma and healing. If pain is the echo of past actions, then healing is the quiet promise of transformation. Gratitude and blame. Why do we rush to blame God in sorrow, but hesitate to thank Him in peace? This story doesn't shout, it whispers. It invites us to see God not in grand gestures, but in the quiet endurance of suffering, the slow return of hope, and the footprints that remain even when we cannot walk.